Good morning. Welcome to this slow, sweet, gentle morning flow. Grab something to sit on. I'm going to sit on this small blanket, but you can grab whatever you have. It could be a bolster, a pillow, a towel, just something to elevate your hips. We're going to get started lying down on our back. So take your time. No rush, no hurry. We want this morning wake up to be sweet. Let the arms open wide, palms face up. Keep your knees bent, your feet on your mat. Just a moment to give the earth your full weight. Close your eyes. Take a big breath in through your nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Big breath in through the nose. And this time, exhale through the nose. One more like that. Big breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose, giving a little bit more weight, settling in. Now, keeping yourself really calm, pick up the right foot and just start to stretch and bend your leg up and down a couple times. You're saying good morning, things that bend. All the while, there's still weight along the earth. Now, the next time the leg goes up, keep a bend to your knee. It could be a little bend or a big bend. And then point and flex through your foot. Imagine your foot in a big jar of honey. So there's a little resistance, but it's still sweet. And a couple circles now of your ankle in one direction, getting rid of any cracks, any little pops, and the other direction. You want to keep the knee bent, so it's more about the mobility here of your foot and ankle. And now bring your hands to your right leg and offer it a little self-massage. So anywhere that wants a little extra love and attention, give it a little squeeze, a little rub. And now with the help of your hands, guide the right ankle to your left thigh for a figure four. We're getting into the hips here. So option one, stay right here. This could be enough, especially if your hips are feeling tight. Option two, pick up the left foot from your mat and interlace your fingers around your right foot, keeping your right foot flexed. And then hug your right foot. Gather the left knee into your chest if your foot is up as you work your right thigh forward. So there's a little opposition happening. And then offer it a soft, soft sway side to side. Big breath in through the nose. Big breath out through the nose. Now move in a little circle. Just finding different sweet spots for the hip. Go the other direction. All right, hug it in. One more big breath in and out. Releasing your left foot to your mat if it's not there already. Right foot lowers, arms open wide, palms face up. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then picking up your left foot, start to stretch and bend this left leg. Again, good morning, knee. Good morning, hip. Bending and stretching. The next time the leg goes up, keep a bend to the knee as you point and flex through the foot. Try your best to articulate through the heel, through the ball of your foot, through the toes. Toes, ball, heel, ball, toes. And then circle the ankle in one direction, in the other direction. And then bring your hands to your left leg and offer it a little self-massage. Just a quick little rub down, a little squeeze. And then with the help of your hands, guide the outer ankle to your right thigh. Figure 4. Again, this could be enough. Be here, breathe. On the rise, picking up your right foot, interlace your fingers around your left foot. And then hugging right knee, hugging your left foot in toward your chest. Feel your left thigh pressing forward so you get that opposition. Offer a little rock side to side. Using movement to find a little more space. A little circle in one direction. On the other direction. And this time, gather both knees into your chest. Wrap your hands around your shins and roll the knees out and in. Do that again. Roll them out, roll them in. This time as your knees come in, let the arms open wide and release your legs to the right for a gentle supine twist. Keep your head as it is, so eyes up. Notice how that feels. And now just turn your head to the right, the same direction as your legs. Take a breath here. Notice how this feels. And keep everything the same, just moving your head. Turn it to the left, away from your legs. And notice how that feels. So again, anything small can change things up. Bring your head back and into the center, float the legs back up through the center, and then taking your legs over to the left. Stay here for a breath, your head just neutral, eyes facing up. And turning your head to the left, noticing how that feels. And turning your head over to the right. And bring your head back through the center. This time, roll yourself to the left. You're going to come onto your left side, supported fetal position. Now, with the help of your hands, you're going to come on up to sit. And this is where you're going to grab something to slide underneath your hips. Again, take your time. No rush, no hurry. And then once here, bring your palms to your lap. You're going to lean your torso forward and imagine your pelvis like the edge of a bowl, and we're just going to roll that edge around in a circle. You're going to start to move your torso to the right, into the back space, over to the left, and around. And then keep going in this clockwise direction. And feel your pelvis move. We're really trying to free up the pelvis and free up the low back. These circles can be very small, or if you're starting to feel it and it feels good, start to make these circles bigger. But you feel your pelvis tuck underneath you as you come into the back space. So the spine has a little curve to it. And you shift your weight onto the left As you come forward, the pelvis tilts a little bit and you roll on over to the right again. Stirring it up. All right, go the other direction. So counterclockwise. Again, like the edge of a bowl, and you're rolling that edge along the floor in a circle. That's your pelvis. Let it tuck under as you come into the back space. Tilt as you come into the front space. Shift off to one side and then the other side. All right, slow it down. Go the other direction. Now that you kind of have the hang of it, if it feels good, close your eyes. Let your upper body just kind of respond. Your hands are on your lap, so there's this little pull and push of your hands in your lap to help move your pelvis. Go the other direction. I like to imagine this as like you're stirring a big pot of thick soup. Waking up the pelvis. Give it one more. Slow it down. Sit up tall. Bring palms together. Peel back fingers and palms and begin to roll the hands around the wrists now. If your wrists are tender, this can be very soft. If your wrists are feeling okay, experiment kind of smushing the hands into each other as you're rolling it around. So offering more flexion for the wrists, waking them up. Go the other direction. Bring your palms together now and interlace your fingers, making one big fist, and then figure 8 this wrist, this fist. Go the other direction. Slow it down. Now bring fingertips to the tops of your shoulders. Let's circle elbows forward, up, back, and around. Do that again. Forward, up, back, and around. Ooh, that feels good. Do that just a couple more times. Big circle, opening up the shoulders, getting a little opening in the chest. One more time. And releasing your hands onto your mat. Right hand to the floor beside you. Left arm, rotate your palm up, and then reaching the arm up and over, lean on over to the right, and then pause. So your right hand is here to support you. Left hip, imagine rooting it down into the earth as you reach up and through the fingertips. A big side body stretch. Float on up and over to the other side. So left hand down, right palm rotates up, reaches the right arm up, and then you lean over to the left, a little or a lot. You decide what feels good in your body. Rooting the right hip down into the earth, reaching up and through the fingertips, breathing space into your side body. Come on up. And join me in all fours, tabletop. So if you were sitting on anything, just push it out of the way. If you need extra padding for your knees, feel free to slide that underneath your knees if you have a blanket or a towel. Now, here in all fours, spread your fingers wide and experiment with where your fingertips are facing. So if your wrists are feeling a little tender, I like to imagine index finger pointing to the top edge of your mat. That takes you out of direct 90-degree flexion for the wrists, hopefully giving them a little bit more space. But play around with what feels good to you. And we'll take a couple rounds here of cat and cow. So as you breathe in, you're going to drop your belly and lift the gaze. Pause here for a moment. Make sure that you're not collapsing into your shoulders, that your hands are pushing the earth. You are rising up and away from your wrists, up and away from your elbows, up and out of your shoulders. And now as you exhale, round the spine, chin towards chest. We'll do that again. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, but staying lifted and up and out of the shoulders. Exhale, soften, round. Again, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round on in. Now, either do this a couple more times or experiment with what might feel good in your body. Let your body just freely move through the space. And like you're saying good morning to things that bend, your wrists, your elbows, your hips, your knees. Moving your torso from side to side like a C shape, or move it around in a circle. Then slow it down. All right, slide your right leg back behind you. Bring the ball of your foot to your mat, and then push your heel back, getting a gentle calf stretch here. So as you keep the pressure moving back through the right heel, we're going to keep the rib cage contained. So again, you're not overarching, you're not dumping your belly towards the mat. Everything is gathering up. Hands are pushing mat away. Shoulders are strong and stable. One more breath. Pull right knee back underneath your right hip and extend your left leg back. Bring the ball of your foot to your mat and push the heel back. Good morning, back of the leg. All right, pull the left knee back in. Tuck all 10 toes under, downward facing dog. Lift the hips, start to stretch the legs, whether they're fully stretched or keeping a bend to them, does not matter. And begin to pedal out through your feet. So you're lifting one heel, dropping the other, alternating that. Very similar to pointing and flexing our feet earlier. We're opening up the feet. We're articulating through the toes or the balls of the feet through the heel. Getting rid of any little cracks, any pops around the ankles. Opening up the backs of the legs. Explore moving your pelvis around a little bit up there. Give it one more big breath in and out. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, lower onto your knees, untuck your toes, and sit back to the heels. Hero's pose. Let the arms open wide, float them up. Palms touch and hands to heart. Close your eyes and take a moment to notice how you feel. And closing our practice with a big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Until next time.